and welcome. I hope you had a good Christmas and a nice boozy New Year. This will be our first recording of 2020 for the auction on the 11th of January. Now then, as you know, this is Bruce's Bits, Harrison's Auctions, and we'll get straight on because we've got a fair bit to do. Now this week we've got a beautiful piece, right, of Narataki. Now this is definitely one of my favourites. This is hand painted always, right, and not transfer printed, and it is always very, very nice. There we go, there's the mark on the bottom, Narataki, and it's a nice little urn, so you could hopefully a nice little earner. And this is Blazonnet enamel, another nice piece. They do it on brass or copper, and then it's wired all the way around, and then they fill in the little pieces with like a coloured glass or sand, and then when it's fired it all goes into this beautiful pattern. Also on Saturday we've got, there we go, that is a Swarovski crystal pig, plus some other Swarovski crystal pieces. Hedgehog. Now that's a set of 12. This is glass again, beautiful. And this is a set of 12, and you can see there that's from Danbury Mint, right? But there's a whole complete set of wild animals, as you can see. So you've got two shelves there. Absolutely lovely. Now, for the religious ones amongst you, we have got this week a number of these rosaries. That one is made out of wooden beads. This one, silver. Then we've got others, another one, wooden beads there. This one are made out of mother of pearl, but we've got lots. Here, little piece I'd like to show you. These were very popular when I was a lad in the 1900s. Now what this actually is called a twizzle stick. Now the idea is that it goes into this case. The idea, keep that in your handbag, the ladies do. They put that in a glass, twizzle it, and that takes all the bubbles out of your champagne, which seems to me a waste of time, but that's what it's for, taking the bubbles out of your champagne, because they get up your nose and make you sneeze. Now here, you'll see that we have, that's a Japanese brush pot. Now it's a large one, so it's more likely to be very genuine and old than these little funny ones that you get on the market. That is a genuine one, I'm absolutely sure, but it has got a couple of cracks in it, so it will need a little bit of work if you want it perfect. There we go. Staffordshire sheep, probably a fairing. And we've got silver cigarette cases, golden cufflinks, bits of gold and diamond, a lot of watches, good watches, rotary and the rest of them. A lovely old pair, two pairs of really old-fashioned, probably Victorian glasses. And they have gold. They have gold-plated rims on them. Right. Now this piece, these are very modern, and they are solid silver cufflinks. But we have got a load of jewellery, gold and silver, that's just come in. So I haven't done it yet, but it will be in this week. Now then, down here we've got a Georgian miniature. Right, now I got a feeling that that is rather nice, that, and a little bit of tidying up on the frame, but absolutely lovely. Right, then we've got this Tibetan incense burner and a lot of Chinese tablets which are actually money. We've got this case which is full of ladro for except for this piece in the middle. Now lots of this, nearly all of it, is retired pieces, so you won't ever see these again, and they're mainly sort of children, different ones, and they're quite rare, some of these pieces. Now moving around here, we have got Black Beauty and his foal and her foal. Now, but all of this is basic, save for one piece. Now we've got the Shetland pony and its foal. We've got this nice foal there, or I think that's a colt. This one, which is a dapple grey, right? And that's a bit of a rarer piece. Now, here we are, Bezic. Lovely horse there. Now, there's one piece here which is actually a bit different. Oh, there it is. Now, this piece, this colt, is actually Goble. Now, it hasn't got the W on it with the B, so I can't tell its actual age, but I would have thought it's 70s, around that period. Now, with this is this big beaker and a bowl. Now, both of these are White Friars glass, and it's called a ripple. So you can see the ripples in the glass. Right, okay then, moving on. We have got some more glass here, and these are German Moselle glasses. They're specifically for Moselle, and you'll find a lot of them in Germany, but not so many in this country. But this is a bit unusual because that's a much lighter green. Now, I've got a feeling that these may be a bit older, but I'm not sure on that one. Now then, as I say, moving on, there's a nice plant stand, we've got boxes, we've got playing cards. Oh, and there's a Apple Mac computer with all its comparative bits with it. A beautiful bedside dressing mirror, all those. Oh, now there's this pot up here. Now we found this in a house clearance, and it's absolutely lovely. Rather naive. It's got a copper band up here for whatever reason, but it's rather naive, right? But professionally made. There we go. Moving on, we've got the railway stuff. We've got loads of pairs of jeans, all top quality, I think. Now then, let's have a look up here. There we go. Whiskey tumblers. Now, I think these are Stuart Crystal. Those ones, a bit more Chinese. Lovely set for breakfast. So you've got the spoons, you've got these egg cups. So that's lovely to put on the table on a nice Sunday morning. Here we are, bookshelf. In mahogany, yes, mahogany. And here we are. That would go lovely into any modern home, this, right? Ah, yes, and the old Le Creuset pot. That's very good. And another one here, another Le Creuset. My missus absolutely loves them. Some pieces of cowhide. I don't quite know how that moved in through the door. And here we have an extremely old record player, and this one's extremely old, probably Valve, but it's in a lovely box. Hideaway. Now it might take a little bit of repair, but you can fix that. Roller shutter cupboard. Now, one of our clients has bought in a lot. This is just one of the lots, but there's a great deal of this Matchbox Superfast racetrack and for cars. Now, there's another lot. There we go. There's another lot here with the cars and the racetrack. Another brilliant lot, and a very good quality chess set. In its own box, unfortunately no board, but as you can see, nice chess set. Standard, good quality. Now this week we've had this extremely large quantity of scouting memorabilia. Now there are pieces from all over. There's even, for when they do the shows, the yellow jackets. There we are, for car park attendants I think, but they're for scouts. Now we also have here 2 scrapbooks from gang shows. Now this one was the gang show for 1968, as you can see. But there's 2, there's loads and loads of it, all memorabilia from different jamborees and things, all the scarves from the jamborees, right? Now this was a scoutmaster who unfortunately died. Now we've got his jamboree poncho there with all of his badges on from all over the place where he's been doing jamborees. There we are. Now that is absolutely beautiful. Now for a piece of memorabilia for scouting history, great. There are folders here, photographs, folders of scouting memorabilia, pamphlets from different jamborees. We have got the flags, standard bearers flags, right, or standards from the Scouts. There we go, with all their brass tops. Now these donkeys years old, some of these, right, and they would always be held up in the parades or opening up. Now we've got, how many, 1, 2, 4, 5, there's 5, 6 there of the actual standards with the flags, and we've then got another 3, 4 standard poles. Now this one is a little bit interesting. When you go to a jamboree, so that everybody knows who's in and who's out, you all have a little tag, and it's a bit dusty this because it's years old. You all have a little tag with your name on, and you push it onto that stud so that everybody knows who's supposed to be where. So that's another little bit of memorabilia. Now this is just get these interesting bits, odd bits in now and again. Now this is all from the Tour de France, so that's the t-shirt and the cap from the Tour de France. So if you want a bit of a memorabilia about that, great going. Right, moving on. You know that we get in quite a lot of retro furniture. Now this is a piece of 1960s, 70s, and it's a coffee table, but it's come from Denmark. Now the marks are all underneath, so you can read those to show yourself, but this is an individual tiled, right, top. Comes from Denmark, right. I haven't found a manufacturer on it yet, but it comes from Denmark and it is absolutely mega retro. Anybody would be absolutely proud to have this, the honour of having this in their lounge. Beautiful piece, all these tiles individually made and then put into pieces. So, beautiful piece. So, that wraps it up for this week. We've got loads more of all sorts of stuff. Lovely Avalon dressing tables, furniture, electric raising chairs, armchairs. But there's absolutely oodles in this week, lots of art as well. The catalogue will be released at 4:30 on Thursday on our website. All day Friday is the viewing from 8 till 5. Auction on the 11th of January 2020, like my eyesight. And that starts at 10 o'clock. But you can get in at 8 if you want to have a little look round again. Right. If you are going to view and then bid on the internet, that would be easyliveauctions.com/Harrisons. And then you'll see me on YouTube every week annoying you.